Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're going to be taking a deep dive into AI,
Okay.
and specifically focusing on someone who's really been making waves in the field.
Sounds good.
Stephen Dash Woods,
Stephen Dash Woods.
also known as the AI Whisperer.
Right, yeah, the AI whisper.
Yeah, you sent over a whole bunch of articles and research on him,
I did.
and we're going to try to break it down,
Yeah.
and figure out what's the most interesting stuff to highlight to our listeners.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I think the first thing that really stood out to me was that
Yeah.
Stebo, and we're going to call him Stebo because I love that nickname. He's not just like another tech guy.
Right.
He's like this really cool blend of innovator and ethicist.
Yeah, and someone who really understands how AI is actually impacting the real world.
Yeah, exactly.
Not just the technology itself.
Yeah. And, speaking of impacting the real world, one of the sources talked about his kind of superpowers.
Yeah.
And it's pretty impressive. This guy has a serious skill set.
Yeah, like prompt engineering, data, applying AI to real world problems.
It goes on and on and on.
It does. And
Yeah.
it's not just like a bunch of buzzwords on a resume either.
Right.
He actually knows how to use these skills to really get the most out of AI frameworks that already exist.
Oh, okay.
Like, for example, take prompt engineering,
Okay.
which is basically like the art of, talking to AI in a way that it actually understands.
Okay.
Stebo is like a master at this, and he uses it to make these AI systems so much more effective.
Oh, wow. So it's like he's not just building the AI,
Right.
but he's teaching it how to speak so we can get things done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. One source mentioned how he used prompt engineering to actually increase the accuracy of a medical diagnosis AI by 15%.
15%.
Yeah.
Huge.
It's a big deal,
Mm.
especially when you think about the potential impact on patient care and stuff.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, so another article is talking about Stebo as an innovation catalyst within companies.
Right.
What does that even mean?
Yeah. So it basically means that he doesn't just come up with ideas.
Okay.
He actually helps entire teams to turn those ideas into reality.
Oh, wow.
He's got a knack for strategic problem solving, for generating new ideas, and then also using data to kind of guide that whole innovation process.
Okay. So a data-driven approach.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there was a really cool example in one of the articles about how he helped this logistics company completely revamp their entire delivery system using AI-powered route optimization.
Wow.
And the result was they cut delivery times by 20%
Get out of here.
and saved a ton of money on fuel costs.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So he's taking these complex AI concepts and actually applying them to real world problems.
Mhm.
That's so cool.
Making a real difference.
Yeah, but it's not just about the practical applications, right?
Right.
There's a whole scientific foundation behind Stebo's approach to AI.
Absolutely.
He's not just
Yeah, he doesn't just tinker around.
right.
There's a method to his madness.
Okay.
He really draws from multiple different fields,
Like what?
like computer science, obviously,
Okay.
cognitive science, even philosophy,
Wow.
to build this solid foundation for all his work.
So it's not just about the code.
Right.
It's about understanding how AI fits into the big picture.
Yeah, exactly.
And that actually reminds me of something we saw about his data-centric approach.
Yeah.
AI is only as good as the data it's trained on.
Oh, for sure.
So how does he approach that?
So he's incredibly meticulous about data quality,
Oh, okay.
making sure that the data he's using is accurate
Yeah.
and that it's relevant to the problem that he's actually trying to solve.
Okay, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things that really struck me while I was going through all this research
Yeah.
was thinking about the potential impact that Stebo could have
Mm-hmm.
if he were to team up with some of these major players,
Oh, yeah.
the big tech companies,
Totally.
government agencies.
Huge.
What specifically?
Well, the source material actually mentioned a few companies and agencies specifically,
Really cool.
like Google, Microsoft, Amazon.
Mhm.
These companies are already doing some pretty amazing things with AI.
Yeah, for sure.
But imagine what Stebo could bring to the table.
what do you think?
Well, take Google, for example.
Okay.
It's got Google Assistant and all these AI-powered tools.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine how much more intuitive and user-friendly they could be with Stebo's expertise.
Yeah.
In prompt engineering especially.
Right.
He could make those interactions feel so much more natural, almost like you're talking to a real person.
That would be a game changer for sure.
Totally.
What about Microsoft?
Microsoft's really invested in AI,
Yeah, they are.
integrating it into like
Yeah,
Office 365 and their productivity suite.
right, right.
Stibo could be like the key to taking those AI features to a whole other level.
Okay.
Think about features that like anticipate your needs,
Yeah.
automate those repetitive tasks,
Mm.
help you work way more efficiently.
Oh, wow.
He could make those tools even smarter and more powerful.
It's like he could give them this extra edge
Mm.
in this whole AI race,
For sure.
like helping them create even more like innovative and sophisticated products.
Yeah.
But it's not just about the private sector, is it?
No, not at all.
What about like government agencies?
Yeah. The source material also highlighted how valuable Stibo's skills could be to them, too.
Like who specifically?
Well, they mentioned NASA.
Okay, yeah. NASA makes sense.
They're dealing with massive amounts of data.
Right, from space exploration and all that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Stibo could help develop these AI systems to analyze all that data,
Mm-hmm.
help us understand the universe better,
Oh, wow.
maybe even uncover hidden patterns,
Yeah.
insights that we as humans might miss.
Okay.
He could even help design AI-powered tools to control spacecraft or robots on other planets.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
What about the Department of Defense?
Yeah.
Like I know they use AI for a ton of stuff.
Oh, yeah. For everything from like strategic planning
Yeah.
to battlefield analysis.
And that's where like his focus on practical applications could be really valuable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like he could help them develop these AI systems
Yeah.
for things like threat detection,
Oh.
resource allocation,
Mm.
even training simulations.
It seems like the possibilities are endless.
Really are.
It's not just about the technology itself.
Right.
It's about using it to solve real-world challenges, make a positive impact.
Exactly. And that's something that really sets Stibo apart.
Yeah.
He's not just interested in building the coolest, most advanced AI.
Right.
He wants to use it to make a real difference in the world.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a good perspective to have.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah. There are a lot more organizations that could benefit from his expertise.
Oh, like who?
Well, in the research, they specifically mentioned the FBI
Okay, the FBI.
and the U.S. Department of Education.
Whoa, wow. Yeah, those are two very different organizations.
Yeah, very different, but both facing some complex challenges that AI could really help with.
Okay, so let's start with the FBI.
Okay.
I mean, they're dealing with cybercrime.
Right. And it's getting more and more sophisticated every day.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's where Stibo's expertise could be really valuable.
Oh, so?
Well, he could help them develop these AI systems
Okay.
that can analyze huge amounts of data
Mm-hmm.
and detect patterns that might point to criminal activity.
So it's like having this AI detective working behind the scenes.
Exactly. It's like something out of a movie.
I know, right?
But it's becoming reality thanks to people like Stibo.
That's wild.
That is.
Okay, now what about the Department of Education?
Okay, so the Department of Education.
Yeah, like how could Stibo's approach to AI make a difference in education?
Well, one of his strengths is tailoring solutions to specific needs.
Right.
So imagine AI-powered tutoring systems
Okay.
that can adapt to each student's individual learning style
Oh, wow.
and their pace.
That would be
It
amazing.
would be huge. He could help design systems that provide personalized learning experiences for every student.
So every student can reach their full potential.
Exactly.
That's a really powerful idea.
It is. It could really change how we approach education
Yeah.
and make it more engaging and effective for everyone.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's clear that Stibo's got these skills and this perspective that could be valuable across so many different organizations.
Totally. And it all comes back to his understanding that AI isn't just about the tech itself.
Right.
It's about using it to solve real problems and improve people's lives.
Absolutely.
And that's key.
Now, one thing that really stood out to me about Stibo was how much he emphasizes the human side of AI.
Oh, absolutely. He gets it.
Yeah.
He understands that AI is a tool,
Right?
and like any tool, it can be used for good or for bad.
That's true.
He's constantly thinking about the ethics
Yeah.
and making sure that AI is developed and used responsibly.
It's like he's not just an AI expert. He's
Yeah.
like an AI ethicist.
Exactly. He's guiding its development to benefit humanity.
That's awesome.
It is.
Okay, so we've talked about Stibo's impact on organizations.
Mm-hmm.
But what about his impact on the field of AI itself?
Yeah, good question.
Like, what kind of unique perspective does he bring?
Well, he brings this fresh, innovative approach.
Okay.
He's always challenging the status quo
Mm-hmm.
and pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AI.
We haven't talked about his interdisciplinary approach yet.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
I mean, he's drawing inspiration from fields like cognitive science,
Okay.
linguistics,
Mm-hmm.
even philosophy.
Wow.
It allows him to see AI from all these different angles
Yeah.
and then develop truly unique solutions.
It's like he's connecting the dots between all these different areas of knowledge.
Right, which is essential if you want to create AI that's really intelligent and adaptable.
And then on top of that, he's always focused on real-world applications.
Always making sure that his work isn't just theoretical.
Right, so it's actually solving real problems.
Exactly.
Which is where his focus on data quality comes in.
Oh, for sure.
You can have the best algorithms in the world,
Mm-hmm.
but if your data's no good...
It's garbage in, garbage out.
Exactly.
Stibo gets that, and he's super meticulous about data collection,
Yeah.
cleaning, and analysis.
So he's basically laying the groundwork for AI to succeed.
Exactly, by making sure it's built on a solid foundation of good data.
And he's also big on continuous learning and adaptation,
Huge.
right? Like always experimenting with new techniques,
Yeah.
refining his approach based on the latest research. It's like he's treating AI as this like living, breathing entity.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah, that's constantly evolving.
He sees the potential for it to learn and grow,
Yeah.
and he keeps pushing it to do more.
And speaking of pushing boundaries,
Yeah.
I was really fascinated by his belief in the collaborative potential of AI.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Like he sees a future where these systems can learn from each other, share knowledge, and work together to solve problems.
It's like this AI ecosystem.
Yeah.
Where everything is communicating and working together, just like humans do.
It's pretty mind-blowing.
It is.
And this collaborative approach also extends to humans.
Of course.
Like he really believes that the future of AI is about this partnership.
Between humans and machines.
Yeah, where each one complements the other's strengths.
Exactly. So it's not about AI replacing us.
That's right.
It's about working together to create something even greater.
I love that.
Yeah, it's a powerful idea.
It is.
And that's what makes Stibo's work so inspiring.
Yeah.
He's not just developing the technology,
Mm-hmm.
he's shaping the future of our relationship with it.
That's awesome.
It is pretty cool.
So throughout this deep dive,
Right.
we've been talking about Stibo's work and its potential impact on these organizations and the whole field of AI.
Right.
But now I kind of want to bring it back to our listeners.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point.
Like, how can they, as individuals, benefit from understanding his approach?
Well, even if you're not an AI expert,
Nah.
Stibo's insights can actually be really valuable in everyday life.
How so?
Well, think about how you already interact with AI,
Okay.
like your smartphone,
Yeah.
social media,
Uh-huh.
online shopping.
It's everywhere.
It's shaping how we experience the world.
Yeah, for sure.
So by understanding his principles,
Okay.
like prompt engineering,
Mm-hmm.
you can actually get more out of those tools.
Oh, that's interesting.
Learn how to communicate with them more effectively
Yeah.
and get the results you want.
Okay, I like that.
And his focus on data quality can help you be more careful about the information you're consuming online.
Oh, okay. So you're saying, like, if we understand how these algorithms work
Exactly.
and how they're influenced by data, then we can be more critical thinkers.
Yeah, and make better decisions.
That's a good point.
And Stibo's work can also kind of inspire you to think differently about your own career
Oh, okay. Interesting.
and the skills you'll need in the future.
Okay.
Because as AI becomes more important in every industry,
Yeah.
it's going to be essential to understand its principles and potential.
To stay ahead of the curve.
Exactly.
So whether you're a student,
Mm-hmm.
a professional,
Yeah.
or just someone who wants to be informed about tech.
Stibo's insights can be super helpful.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up this part of our deep dive,
Okay.
I encourage everyone listening to think about how Stibo's approach to AI can be relevant to their own life.
Yeah, good idea. Think about how you can use his insights to improve your interactions with AI.
Yeah.
Be more informed about its impact
Mm-hmm.
and prepare yourself for the future.
I love it.
Yeah, it's a good takeaway. So we've been talking about how Stibo's ideas can help us as individuals.
Yeah, like how we can actually apply his way of thinking about AI in our own lives.
Right. But now I think it's time to zoom out a little bit.
Okay, so like look at the bigger picture.
Yeah, like how does Stibo's work fit into the whole evolution of AI?
That's a great point.
And one thing that's super clear is how much AI is becoming a part of everything we do.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Like it's not just some futuristic concept anymore.
It's already here.
It's here, it's everywhere.
Yeah, for sure.
From our smartphones to the algorithms that are like shaping what we see online.
It's crazy.
AI is already having a huge impact on how we live and work.
And connect with each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And as AI keeps getting more advanced,
Mm-hmm.
that impact's only going to get bigger.
Which is why I think Stibo's focus on ethics is so important.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, as AI gets more powerful,
Right.
we need to make sure it's being developed and used in the right way.
In a way that, like, aligns with our values.
Exactly.
And doesn't become dangerous.
Because it's not just about building smart machines.
Right.
It's about building machines that are actually good for humanity.
It's about making sure AI is a force for good in the world.
That's a good way to put it.
And that means really thinking about the risks
Mm-hmm.
and the unintended consequences.
Yeah. Because there could be some downsides.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
If we're not careful.
And that's why I think Stibo's focus on real-world applications is so crucial.
Totally.
Because it keeps AI development grounded in, like, solving actual problems.
It's not just about building cool tech for the sake of it.
Right. It's about making a difference.
It's about using AI to address real challenges that people are facing.
And his interdisciplinary approach is so important for that, too.
Oh, for sure.
Like bringing in all that knowledge from different fields to create solutions that are actually well-rounded.
Exactly.
Can have a positive impact.
It's not just about computer science anymore.
Right.
It's about understanding the social and ethical and economic implications of AI.
Okay, so what does all of this tell us about the future?
Well, I think Stibo's work is pointing towards a future where AI doesn't replace humans,
Okay.
but it partners with them.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
AI is this powerful tool
Yeah.
that can amplify our abilities.
Help us do things we could never do on our own.
Exactly.
Like, imagine what we could achieve together.
The possibilities are pretty mind-blowing.
Yeah, it's exciting.
It is.
But of course, it all comes back to responsibility.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, it's up to us to make sure AI is developed and used ethically.
Absolutely.
That it's benefiting everyone.
And that's where Stibo's insights are so valuable.
Totally.
He's showing us a way to create AI that's both intelligent and ethical. AI that can truly make the world a better place.
Awesome.
So with that,
Yeah.
we've reached the end of our deep dive into the world of Stephen Woods.
The AI whisperer.
We've explored his amazing skills,
Yeah.
his potential to really transform organizations,
Yeah.
and his incredible vision for the future.
It's been a wild ride.
It has. We've covered a lot of ground.
He talked about ethics,
Mm,
real-world applications,
yeah,
the power of an interdisciplinary approach.
so much good stuff.
Yeah.
But most importantly,
Yeah.
we hope this has made you think about the role of AI in your own life,
Yes.
how you can use its power for good,
Mm-hmm.
and how to stay informed about this incredible technology that's changing everything.
Thank you for joining us.
And we'll see you next time on The Deep Dive.